Excuse me, it's the same scumbag that keeps coming out of the building when you start hearing noises schizophrenically, and then I'll go wait on the porch and I'll see some dude come out. I'll be like, you must be the voice. Nah, it's too early for this shit. I just did 10 minutes and it got fucking deleted. Fuck this noise. What we're trying to do, I want to go to. We, what we need is a good stuffed peppers recipe. My mother's gonna look around too. It's somewhat easy, except for the fact that wouldn't it be nice to roast them on an open flame? If I had an open flame, you could do it on a fucking range top too. Is roast them first, real quick. Just burn the and then peel the outer layer of skin off it for another plate and do them in vinegar. If you was gonna have chicken, like a chicken and spaghetti with pepper, that's how I do it. But I want to get a good roasted pepper recipe. The hard thing to do is get the marinara sauce. If you're gonna do them like that, you can have two types. And same thing with sausage and peppers. Depends on what part of Italy you come from. You can have sausage and peppers in oil, or you can have sausage and peppers in a marinara, and they're both equally delicious. You sweet Italian sausage. I haven't done the oil in a while. That's with a lot of garlic, but usually I end up doing them in a marinara sauce because it's better. But that's the problem. Is first you got to get that family recipe, and if that shit's not in your family, then you got to get your own recipe. You know what I've been using a lot of lately that I fucking adore is Prego makes a variety. Yeah, in a can, but it's good. I can make fucking spaghetti sauce with paste and puree, and it'll be okay, you know. But what's really the difference? A lot of Italians laugh at that. There's not any more real wops around anymore that have those family recipes. I do, but my sister's hoarding them, and she won't part with the shit. She's got all my grandmother's shit. But I really don't. And it costs a lot of money, and I'm not going out to go get. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. So I've been using it. If you ever try that. Prego with the sausage marinara spaghetti sauce in a can. It's fucking in a bottle. It's delicious. I think I'm gonna do it like that. I like that. That to me tastes good. That tastes like grandma's shit. With all they should really throw in some pork, beef, chicken too with it. Might as well go all the way. But there's nothing like. That's what I want to feed my little girl. I have some linguine too with oil and garlic and stuffed peppers. That's what we're having tonight, and maybe a little piece of chicken. Oh, my girl likes to eat. That's what we're gonna do. You know, and when you got and what we also need is a good pastina recipe. You know, the pastina are like those little beads of pasta. You use them mostly in soups. I mean, you could put it in your beef stew like I just made with chuck roast. I got to get to the store because I mean they sell decent pasta at the gas station, but they don't sell no pastine. I mean, you gotta pastina. You gotta make a trip for that. But that would really hit the spot. So I would make. That's what I'm gonna do next week is a chicken and pastine soup in the crock pot. A lot of people look down on the crock pot, but man, it's its own techno. It's that good shit that we like. The induction cooking. It's exactly what it is. There's little tricks you can do to really make shit shine, and that's what we need to do. Especially when you're sick or something. That's the definition of comfort food. Sitting around eating a bowl of pastine with some, and I love it how when it gets cold, you put it in the refrigerator, all the fat from the chicken or beef gets solid, and there's a big layer of fat on top. There's nothing like reheating that fat in a microwave, and just your girl sitting around eating carrots, celery, chicken, and pastine. Oh yeah, she loves it. Happy little girl. Bits of onion. Uh huh. Do my Francis in the bathroom. All the chicks like to be fucked in the bathroom. The bathroom is a place of comfort for all fucking human beings. You know, drug addicts like the bathroom. People, all kinds of people like the bathroom. That's where you want to go in a house to be left the fuck alone. I'm supposed to be out of here though. But do you see the conditions at the do you see the conditions at the AIA out there? Yeah, I mean it's beautiful, isn't it beautiful? It's beautiful for like 10 minutes, and then you've had enough. I'm not shoveling shit. I don't care if you slip and die. You're not suing me. Me and Hot Toddy doesn't really shovel anymore. He shouldn't have to. That's your house. Fuck the world. You're a homeowner. Let them trudge through it. Why ain't the landlords out? That's what I'm always asking. They leave it up to like one person in the whole building. You got the nice lady next door shoveling. You got the guy across the street shoveling. And I'm like, why are you doing that? You should have your landlord should be doing that. It's kind of weird. I always thought they did. I'm not shoveling it. Give a fuck if you slip and crack your fucking head open and die right in my shit. I don't give a fuck. That's on you. This is upstate. I'm telling you though, back when I was a kid, and a lot of people will vouch for this too. In the upstate, it's a lot of in the breezy Bell Atlantic, in the windy terrain of we used to have epic storms. Back then, a whole winter meant it was winter. It would look like that all fucking year or all season rather. And now it just comes and it goes, and the rest of the winter will be cloudy, extremely rainy, sleety, frigid, fucking cold, ice cold. You will die out there. You will die out there. But remember the blizzard in '93 and shit? That was great. It was about like 13 or something. Yeah, you could stay in the house and you just had your Christmas vacation. Whoops, the whole state of New York shuts down. That was great. We don't have those anymore. Well, when was the last one we had? '98, they said. And then there was sort of a one that made the record books in the early millennia. But it's been right about 20 years, 20, 25 years since we've had. When I was a kid driving to my grandmother's and shit on Christmas Eve, there was always snow. There was cars hanging off the Interpass bridge, and now it's just like this. But it's way too much. It's way too much frigid air. It's way too much West Coast or East Coast. Somebody out there said. Somebody out there said that I'm the best on the Atlantic coast. That's great. We call it the East Coast, but yeah, yeah, exactly, man. Because I said that before, and somebody remembered that. Thank you very fucking much. That means where are you from? The Midwest or probably the West Coast? Yeah, I should get together with the West Coast and United Forces. Then the job will be done till the world can see correctly. Yeah, it's just like when the Brill Building took over the music industry, and they were the leaders of the hit parade for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, I think. And then all of a sudden people decided at the end of the 50s, let's bring it on to the West Coast because it's sun, fun, and good weather. And that's where all the hits are. It's like being king of nothing out here. I'm going out there where I belong. But just like the Hollywood vampires and shit, that's where I'm gonna go. I don't want to see the daylight. I belong in the desert, deep in the desert at nighttime. Palm trees, you know. And the thing about the West Coast too is like we got the same weather in the winter time. We'll have the same weather, but our humidity is off the scale. It's like breathing through fucking soup. You It'll be 95 degrees. You'll look at the news. It'll say it's 95 degrees outside. Feels like 120, and you go outside and you can't fucking breathe, and all of a sudden you're sweating bullets, and you feel like the sun is melting you, and just whereas all my friends who came back from the West Coast and shit, they said the weather's fucking beautiful. 95 degrees with no humidity is tolerable and it's nice, but most of the time it's 85, 75, 85 degrees with no fucking humidity. Perfect little Egypt. I belong. It took me all this long to figure out I don't like the daylight, and it's lonely out here, and it's just too. The people are fast, and it's just the mood is dour and fucking sour, and everybody's in a hurry. It's good to get some swagger and shit, to get some attitude you can pick up off the East Coast, but it's no, it's just not. It's too much at this point. It's too much for me to bear. And my girl, I'll have insurance soon, but my girl, I bet you my girl's gonna have insurance too. She don't give a fuck. Go ahead, die. Just get your teeth fixed. I'll pay for it. You know what I mean? He keeps sending me these pictures because he's watching me in the kitchen, check my teeth and shit. My girl will knock my teeth out of my head and give me fucking game show host, Mr. Game Show chiclets if I wanted them. Or I'll do it with my insurance, but I'm not a shallow piece of shit. And I don't really give a fuck. I like my teeth now, especially how the one tooth fell out. I look like the Crimson Ghost Fiend Club, the fucking Misfits skeleton when I smile devious. The little girls like it too. Oh shit. You look dangerous. It looks cute. They like that shit. I don't really give a fuck, man. I didn't think I'd even have my teeth at this point. I'm happy to have what I got. And I ain't no shallow motherfucker. I want my girl to be a smoker. That topal fucking that topal fucking smile. That cigarette girl. And I want her to have fucking bad breath in the morning. Or even I don't care if she does entirely. I'm not a shallow piece of shit. I want a smoky girl. My girl's out there smoking everything. Smoke a joint, get up, go smoke cigarettes, lay around, smoke cigarettes, lay around on drugs and burn the bed down. Smoking girl. And the gangster bitch. Gangster boogie bitch. I don't want no perfect bitch. When I bend her over and pound her doggies, I want to catch some vapors. I want to know that she's a human being. I want you ain't perfect. Your shit don't stink. Your shit stinks more than anybody's. Sending me pictures and shit. Look at these teeth. My teeth are just normal teeth, motherfucker. She doesn't care if I'm a gummy motherfucker. Gum my fucking clip. She don't care. She likes this shit. Don't worry about people's fucking teeth, you shallow piece of shit. But I do all my girls in the bathroom. Most girls, I'm going to take a shower, babe. Can I hang out with you? Yeah, 'cause she knows I'm going to be in there smoking cigarettes on the phone. She'll come in, lift her up in the shower, hoist her, and impale her on dong. Yeah, but you had sex with Summer in the bathroom. So? I had 16, 15 other videos with different locations as well. Who gives a shit? She's not the model for everything I do with my dick. Now I'm thinking about what I like, how I want it, in the new videos I'm gonna make. My girl don't give a fuck. We go out at night. All we do is hang out in the apartment. All we do is order food. All we do is do. This is my girl. It's always been my girl. Lay around, do drugs. Occasionally we'll go out to a club or something. But why? What's the point? If I play a show, she might come. But if she comes, I'd rather put her on top of the amplifier and make her part of the show. I don't want anybody talking to her in the crowd. I don't want her to have to deal with that shit. I don't want to put her backstage either. Just to sit on a bench or sit in a green room or sit behind the speakers. And put that little hottie on the amp. And if she wants to do a song, we'll do it with her at the end or whatever. That's how I like it. You are not some stellar fucking man with a big, big, long Bob Barker microphone bellowing out beautiful, rich fucking tenor with big game show chiclet teeth and a big 15-inch dong that's just throbbing in the air. That's not you. Nobody cares what you look like. If that was you, you wouldn't be talking to me. You're telling me you look like shit and you look worse than me. I don't care. I'm not an egocentric piece of shit. Well, if I show you a picture and you react to it, that means it's true. No, it doesn't. It means I've seen it 1,000 times and I know the way you fucking think. I mean, stop sending me pictures of what I look like. If I want to see what I look like, I'll refer to the ones that I've provided. Who's going to believe? Hey, everybody, which do you believe? This picture of Aaron, which he took himself, this video, or this guy's fucking video caricature? Stop wasting everybody's time. Stop talking about shit that's irrelevant. And I told you I sleep with my hat over my eyes like that, like Harrison Ford on the way to India and shit. It's comfortable. You're already looking at me. I don't need to fucking take my clothes off and sleep naked and fucking get the perfect camera angle. When I get back to my fucking life and I feel like it, I'll use my products again. I'm getting my leather Rocky hat back. I'm getting my Stetson hat back. I'm getting a bunch of other hats. I figure I've worn a hat since I was 11 or 12 years old. Why stop now? If I do my hair, I'll get some Dax wax or some Murray's pomade or even some greasy blue velvet. They still make that and slick it back. Just lay around drinking a cold Sierra Nevada. She wants to see my face, motherfucker. She's not a shallow bitch. Tired of your fucking caricatures. If I want to see how I look, I'll refer to my own videos. If I want to see how I sound, I'll listen to my own videos. And you know what else I need to? That I used to have. I used to have it in my back pocket. It was a fucking killer recipe for meatballs that I developed at the Heritage because I'm always thinking of that place. It was a cool time in my life. Um, yeah, we need a killer recipe for meatballs again. And I told you how imperative the celery salt and celery seed is to a good cheeseburger. You want to have good vegetables. You want to have some kale-like lettuce, and you want it to taste when you eat good cheeseburger. You want it to taste like vegetables. Celery salt does that. You get an aluminum pan and you convection melt the cheese on top. Uh huh. Use garlic salt, dash of oregano. I used a splash of beer, a splash of Worcester, a splash of beef stock last night, and I sprinkled a little bit of sugar when I was done, and a little bit of breadcrumb towards the end. Melted Monterey Jack, Colby, and then I melted and then I covered it over with cheddar slices or American cheese slices, and it melted and held that gluey ball of three different cheeses together last night. Ate that shit, pink in the middle a little bit. I loved it. Ate three of them. Laid back, drank my chocolate milk. Basic amateur cooking. That's what I'm into. I'm not built for speed, just for flavor. I love that fucking kitchen. Got to get me a KitchenAid. Got to get me a set of knives. But baking has been an interest of mine lately too. It sounds really lame. It sounds like, oh, let's go make some scones or some cookies, but it's more than that. You know, the most simplest thing, the most delicious thing, a fucking green bean casserole. You could set the night on fire with a good green bean casserole. It's so it, it's just so working class good, and it always fills a nice hole in the plate like that. I mean, that's the art of baking. When you're done baking your cornbread or blueberry loaf, it's simple things like a final touch of melting butter on it, a glaze of butter. I gotta throw out my garbage in the kitchen today. Remind me, it's just too cold. And you melt butter on it, and then just a sprinkling of sugar, and then it turns to this caramelizes into a crispy glucose, and it just takes for a 99 cent loaf of blueberry loaf or cornmeal. You take your shit higher. Did anybody see that shit they make? They call it crusty ass or crusties or something. I don't know what the fuck that means, but the shit is extraordinarily delicious and uncommon. It comes with a little can of blueberries and water, and you'll make your blueberry loaf. And you open the can and you drain it and you mix it into fresh blueberry. You mix it into your blueberry loaf. That shit is so fucking good. At the end of your meal, you have that with a tall glass of milk. My girl loves that shit. I got nobody to cook for it anymore. I just end up throwing shit out. I can't eat it all. When you live alone, every portion is too much. You'll make a green bean casserole and you're like, I've been cooking for it's Thursday now. I got 5 6. My refrigerator's getting full. You end up throwing everything out. It sucks. This dude always telling me, you're fat and you look like this and you look like. I'm not trying to be a slim gay model for Calvin Klein. I'm trying to be. You could put me in anything. You could put me in movies. I could be a hip hop guy. I could be a rock guy. I don't need to be skinny and fucking. I just need to be me. I don't want to be a brainless piece of shit that not that those guys are, but that's what this dude thinks he is, a brainless piece of shit that looks good for 5 minutes and then disappear and then does nothing with the rest of his life. I look how I look. I represent everyday men. I'm aging really well. I feel good and I look good. but this is the local updated conditions at the Albany International Airport, the Albany Airport.